Welcome back. Babies R Us is back in business. While over a dozen major retailers are closing some 2,000 locations this year, traditional brick and mortar stores may not be gone for good. Babies R Us opening a new flagship store at the American Dream Mega Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is happening this week after going out of business back in 2018. All of this as Moody's is predicting retail debt defaults will rise to 8.6% this year. That's up from the current 6%. Joining me right now is the owner of Babies R Us and WHP Global CEO, Yehuda Shmidman. Yehuda, it's great to have you. Congrats on Babies R Us. We want to hear what's behind this recovery.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. You know, this is a really exciting moment for Babies R Us. We are back, and as you said, we're back in a mega way in the Mega Mall of American Dream. I think for context, it's important to think about how mission number one for us after buying Toys R Us and Babies R Us was to bring back Toys R Us. And so we opened flagship in the Mega Mall of American Dream, and then we rolled out nationally inside every single Macy's where we operate Toys R Us today in 452 locations. So today, we are now on step two, which is Babies R Us, and we're doing the exact same strategy. We've started with this really awesome 10,000 square foot flagship inside American Dream, Babies R Us. We are open now for business, and we're going to follow that with a national rollout.
Yeah, I think this is so great, and it's also happening in the middle of all of this worry about commercial real estate. You're not worried about this 10,000 square feet. You're not worried about potential defaults rising and pressure and a credit tightening underway.
Yeah, well, you know, I think for context, there are about 4 million babies born every single year in the United States. The baby business is widely considered to be kind of recession-proof, and it's sort of baby business and pet business. Those are the two where no matter what's going on in terms of sort of macro pressures, the reality is parents take care of their kids, parents take care of their pets. And so when it comes to the baby business, we're really not thinking about, you know, whether sort of sales are up or down on any particular month. We're thinking about the long game.
Yeah, and the long game is certainly the way our viewers look at things as well. But tell me what's changed for you. Because when these companies first went under, we know that the company was blaming pandemic-induced struggles. So have things changed on the demand level?
You know, a lot has changed. I wouldn't say on the demand level, Maria, but what I would say is the business model has changed. And this is very important. So if you think about Toys R Us, Babies R Us, right, it was founded by a genius. Charles Lazarus goes back almost 70 years, the heritage of Toys R Us, Babies R Us. It was founded as a brand. And so when Toys R Us, Babies R Us went away, people literally cried. Now, as it's come back, Toys R Us, Babies R Us, people are crying again in joy. And so the brand is the same. What's totally different, though, and what's changed is the business model. The old days, when I grew up, you know, Toys R Us, Babies R Us, these were warehouse-style, massive boxes, right? Kind of 3 or 4 times the size of what we are showcasing today. And the reason for that, of course, is e-commerce, right? So when you think about today's execution of Babies R Us, it is a modern 2023 version of the business model. We have much more experiential elements to our store today. It's a smaller format store. We have a highly trained staff. We've got all sorts of areas where you can try things out. I mean, we got things, Maria, like a stroller track, right? You can take out a stroller and just give it a whirl on different surfaces, on grass,
Wow.
on cement, on steps. You know, that didn't exist when we were kind of growing up. So the business model has changed and changed dramatically, but the brand is the same. And that's what we're all about as owners of the business. We want to lean in all the way to the brand DNA, but we want to deliver an execution that makes sense for 2023 in an omni-channel format.
I love it. And you say you're going to have a similar rollout here for Babies R Us that you did with the rollout of Toys R Us in terms of its partnership and with Macy's. Tell us how you see Babies R Us rollout. You say it's going to be an aggressive rollout.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how we're thinking. So the Toys R Us rollout has been an extraordinary success, right? We started with this flagship, in the case of Toys R Us, a 20,000 square foot flagship at the Mega Mall of American Dream, which, by the way, is a one-of-a-kind, just incredible destination. We believe it will be the #1 mall on the planet. That's how extraordinary it is. It's something that just has to be experienced. And then we had this really very quick execution of opening 452 Toys R Us stores inside every single Macy's that operates today, to this very day. And so that has been just, check marks all around. Babies R Us, same idea, right? So we've got this flagship, and our plan is to just replicate the Toys R Us strategy. We haven't announced yet which retailer we will be working with, but you should expect us before year end to come out with the reveal of where we will be rolling out Babies R Us across America.
All right, the big reveal is coming. Yehuda, thanks very much. We'll be watching. Congrats to you.